What's going on, everybody? We are here with a new series of TEW 9, The Shifting Sands. With the WWE, I have picked Stephanie McMahon as the owner of the WWE. We are running Monday Night Raw here in Monday, January 2nd in 2006. We are here in the Selland Arena in the Southwest region. I am going to be running the WWE. We are going to book the entire year, maybe even longer, depending how well the series does. Um, and hey, you know what? We'll go from there with it. So I am going to jump in and start booking our first episode of Monday Night Raw. And I will be right. All right, back. Everybody. So we are back. We have the entire show booked. And we are going to hop into it with our opening pre-show match. And a pre-show match that had good heat and decent wrestling. Rikishi Drew with Mikey in 10:05 when the referee lost control and stopped the match. That's a little weird way of doing that. So the crowd is expectant and simmering. The wrestling rating got a 53. The crowd rating got a 56. The segment got us a 55. Rikishi had a 53. Mikey had a 53. And the commentary quality lifted the match. Rikishi's dancer got... losses do not damage popularity and will struggle when used as a star or a major star. That doesn't surprise me. Okay, so let's head off into our first segment of the night. That sucked. Let's see here. So, back up to the top there. So Vince's music hits. He does his little strut down to the ring here, and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw." Now, before we get started tonight, I want to make something very clear. See, over the past few weeks, there have been incidences certain WWE superstars seem to think they could put their hands on the chairman of this company, and that they can lay fingers on Vincent Kennedy McMahon and walk away without consequences. Well, that ends tonight. As of this moment, there is a zero-tolerance policy in the World Wrestling Entertainment for anyone who thinks they could touch me. You put one hand on me, one finger, you so much as breathe on me the wrong way. You're not suspended, you're not fined, you're fired. Now, let's get down to business, because I'm a fair and generous man. Tonight, in this very ring, your WWE champion John Cena will go one-on-one with the Olympic hero, the wrestling machine, Kurt Angle. And also tonight, we're going to see one half of the WWE World Tag Team Champions, Kane, in action. And he will be facing Shawn Michaels. So the crowd pops. Shawn comes down to the ring. And he says, "Vince, if you think..." And Vince cuts him off. Shawn. Don't get yourself into trouble. Remember the policy. Now, I know you fancy that little kick of yours, sweet chin music, but tonight, Shawn, you're not allowed to use it. In fact, if you even think about using sweet chin music in your match with Kane, you will be fired. Oh, and Shawn, one more thing. This Sunday at New Year's Revolution, inside the Elimination Chamber, you're walking into hell. And Shawn Michaels, you'll be the man who starts the match at number 1. Oh, I guess I forgot some of it. So the very last part is, good luck. You'll need it. So the crowd heat at the end is hot and rising. The segment got us off to a start of 75. The first part of, Vince coming down and saying, hey, you know what? There's a zero tolerance policy. That got us a 73. Shawn got us a 71. It advanced the I hope your New Year's resolution was to survive, and even God shouldn't cross the boss. So Vince McMahon enjoyed having the freedom to go off script. It performed well, and the angle got the crowd hotter, and it got the show off to a strong start. So let's hit the show off with our opening match. In about to head fantastic heat and great wrestling, Kane defeated Shawn Michaels in 11:59 by pinfall with his choke slam. The crowd heat at the end is white hot. The wrestling rating got us a 78. The crowd rating got an 86. The segment got an 82. And for some reason, Kane outperformed Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels had an in-ring performance of 75, and Kane had an 81. And the I hope your New Year's resolution was to survive advanced, and the match got the crowd hotter. So let's head to our next segment. Oh god, that sucked. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Kurt Angle and Daivari. Kurt, tonight you face WWE Champion John Cena in a non-title match, and then this Sunday you step into the Elimination Chamber for the WWE Championship. How do you prepare for both? Todd, let's get something straight right now. I don't need to prepare for John Cena tonight. A non-title match? What does that even prove? Nothing. The only thing that matters is this Sunday when I step into the Elimination Chamber and do what I do better than anybody on this planet. I out-wrestle, I outwork, and I outclass every so-called superstar they dare to put in front of me. Shawn Michaels, I've beaten him before, and I'll do it again. Kane, you might be a monster, but monsters tap out like everybody else. Carlito, Chris Masters, they don't even belong in the same ring as me. I mean, seriously, are we supposed to pretend those guys are on my level? And then there's John Cena, the champ. The poster boy. The guy the crowd loves to chant for because he raps and salutes and wears little t-shirts. Well, guess what? The fans can chant all they want, but chants don't win championships. Wrestling ability does. And I'm the greatest wrestler to ever step foot in the WWE ring. It's true. It's damn true. So tonight, Cena can enjoy enjoy his little moment, because this Sunday, inside the chamber, I'm going to tear through HBK, Kane, Carlito, and Masters, and I'm going to make John Cena tap out in the middle of that ring. And I will walk out your new WWE champion, because I'm Kurt Angle, and I'm the best there's ever been. And then Daivari just leaves and, freaking out in Arabic, and then the camera fades away. So, I guess I should have just did this as a promo and not just a stupid interview, because Todd Grisham drug it down. That's why I'm getting rid of him at the end of the month. So it advanced the I hope your New Year's resolution was to survive, and Kurt clearly enjoyed having the freedom to go off and performed well. So let's head to our next match. Oh boy. Wait. In a wild brawl that had decent wrestling, Caden Murdoch defeated V-Square in 7:05 when Lance Cade pinned Val Venus with the sweet and sour. In terms of ring work, Trevor Murdoch was the best. He was head and shoulders above everybody, and Viscera sucked. So the crowd heat is very hot. The wrestling rating is a 64. The crowd rating is a 58. The segment got a 59. Trevor Murdoch had a 78. Cade had a 64. Viscera had a 44. And Val Venus had a 48. The match suffered with a lack of psychology. We don't have any other face tag teams other than V Squared, so we kind of got to deal with it. Cade and Murdoch showed excellent chemistry teaming together, and Cade and Murdoch got a tag team specialist bonus. The dirt sheets. Oh, it was all just Viscera. Oh boy. Okay, so we probably might get rid of him. Man, oh man. Okay, so let's head to the next segment here. And it's just a hype video for Rob Van Dam coming back. At the Royal Rumble, he will be out of action. Or he's out of action right now with that leg injury. He'll be back at the Royal Rumble in the Royal Rumble match. The segment got a 57. So let's head to the next segment. The arena goes dark. It's time to play the game. And Triple H walks out to the ring. Yeah, I didn't think so. You know, it's funny how people never learn. It really is. A few weeks ago, the Big Show decided he wanted to be a hero. He wanted to be the big white knight coming to the rescue of the nature boy, Ric Flair. Yeah, cheer for him, the so-called nature boy, the man who thought he could walk around and pretend he was still somebody. But Big Show, he thought he was going to stand between me and what I wanted. So what happened? The Big Show stuck his giant nose and that giant hand into my business. And what I do better than anybody else, I made an example out of him. I broke his hand, snapped it like a twig. And you know what the best part was? He cried. The world's largest athlete cried. Because when you're in the ring with the game, when you are standing in my way, I don't just beat you. I don't just win. I end you. Big Show thought he was doing the right thing. He thought he was stepping in for a friend, but this isn't about friendship. It's not about doing the right thing. This is about power. This is about survival. And this is about being the very best in the world at what we do. And I am. So, Big Show, when your hand heals and you're sitting there thinking about you want revenge, don't. Because if you come again, I promise you, the next thing I break will end your career. I am the game, and I am that damn good. So the crowd heat is very hot. The segment got us an 82. Be careful who you play the game with. Advanced. And Triple H enjoyed having the freedom to go off script. I just want to see. Yeah, okay. So it's all just positive. So could just be his promo skills, I guess. So let's head to the next segment. In a bout that had fantastic heat and decent wrestling, Chris Masters defeated Goldust in the 750 by submission with his master lock. The crowd heat is very hot. The wrestling rating got a 65. The crowd got a 72. The segment got a 73. Masters had a 69. Goldust had a 60. I hope your New Year's resolution was to survive. Advanced. Goldust seemed off his game. Masters benefited from having a hot new move. And then Goldust was penalized due to being in extreme poor form. I'm assuming that means something to do with drugs. Oh, no, a funk attribute. Oh, man, I hope it's not drugs. So let's hit our next segment. And it's a 62, of course. So the camera's backstage. It goes to Trish lacing up her boots, and Mickey stands a few steps away. Trish, can we talk for a second, please? Sure, Mickey, what's up? About last week, I just wanted to say I'm really sorry for the kiss. It was just the heat of the moment, and I got excited and didn't mean to cross the line. And hey, Mickey, it's okay, really. We're teammates, we're friends, and I know you didn't mean anything weird by it, so don't beat yourself up, alright? Okay, okay, thank you, Trish. I didn't want you to be upset. No worries. What matters right now is our match tonight. We stay focused, we work together, we show everyone that we're the best women in the division. Sound good? Yes, yes, totally. Let's go. Uh, so it really wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. So it was very hot. It got a 62. I guess maybe if I let them improvised, we might get a little bit better, and the commentary quality lifted the match as well. So let's hit our next segment. In a bout that had fantastic heat and good wrestling, Carlito defeated Eugene in 7:37 by pinfall with the backcracker. The crowd heat is very hot. The wrestling rating got a 68. The crowd got a 71. We got a 78 out of it. Carlito got a 73. Eugene got a 64. I hope your New Year's resolution to survive. Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman have pretty good chemistry when calling matches together, so that's pretty good. I didn't think that would ever happen. So let's hit our next segment. Yeah, told you it was Todd Grisham killing everything. I'm here with WWE Champion John Cena. John, tonight you go one-on-one with Kurt Angle in a non-title match, and this Sunday you defend that championship inside the Elimination Chamber. How are you preparing for what might be the toughest week of your career? Tonight? Oh, tough. Yeah, no doubt. Look, I'm not going to stand here and pretend this is just another show. It's not. The Elimination Chamber changes careers. It ends careers. One way in, one way out. 6 guys walk in, and only one walks out holding this, the WWE Championship. We're talking Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, Kane, Chris Masters, Carlito, all in the same match. Every single one of those guys to take me out. Take my spot. Take my title. I know that. But the thing is, I didn't get here by backing down. I didn't get here by being scared. I fight every single night against anybody, and I never quit. Kurt Angle wants to talk about how he's the greatest wrestler in the world. Cool. Nobody's arguing he's talented. But this isn't just about talent. It's about heart. And on Sunday, inside that steel, inside that chain and glass and metal, you gotta have heart to survive. You gotta have something deep inside you that says, keep fighting when your body wants to give up. Tonight, Kurt Angle wants to send a message. Fine. I'll send one right back. And the Sunday, inside the chamber, I'm walking in WWE champion, and I'm walking out the same way, champ. You want some? Come get some. So the crowd heat is very hot. The segment got us an 80. It advanced the New Year's resolution. Todd Grisham was very underwhelming, and John Cena clearly enjoyed having the freedom to go off script. So, after that, he's gone. I'm not renewing his contract after the 30 days is up. Sayonara, Todd. Everyone will just cut promos on their own, because obviously the dude can't perform. So let's head to the next match. In a bout that had good heat, but subpar wrestling, Trish Stratus and Mickie James defeated the ladies in pink 2 in 7:56 when Mickie pinned Tori Wilson with a chick kick. The crowd heat is very hot. The wrestling rating got a 49. The crowd got a 56. It got a 60. Mickie had a 65. Trish had a 56. Tori Wilson had a 34, and Victoria had a 42. The Obsession storyline advanced. Trish seemed off her game. Victoria and Tori have absolutely zero chemistry, so we're going to have to remember that. Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman have good chemistry, and the commentary quality kind of lifted the match. So let's head to the next segment. Of course. Frickin' Harvey Wimpleman. The camera cuts to Carlito leaning against the locker, biting into an apple. So listen, man. This Sunday is the Elimination Chamber. 6 guys, 1 title, right? And everybody's talking about John Cena or Kurt Angle or Shawn Michaels. But nobody seems to be talking about us. That's not cool. You're right. Look, Carlito. We've both been making moves. We've both been rising up. And inside the chamber, we could tear everyone in that match apart. But if we get in there fighting each other from the start, we're just helping everybody else. But if we work together, at least early, We could break people down one by one. Kane, Michaels, Angle, and even Cena. We could take them apart. Then when everybody else is down, we figure it out between us. So you're saying you and Carlito on the same page for now. I like that because Carlito, he likes people who are smart. And you're right, teamwork, that's cool. But don't get it twisted. Sunday, when the time is right, Carlito is walking out WWE Champion. We'll see. Well, let's make sure we get there first. Now that is cool. So the crowd heat is very hot still. The segment got a 67. The New Year's resolution lost heat because of it, and Harvey Wimpleman could have done a better job at being a road agent. The guy always sucks. But it is what it is. So let's head to our main event here. In an exceptional match, Kurt Angle defeated John Cena in 11:46 with his Angle Slam. The crowd heat is very hot. The wrestling rating was a 94. The crowd rating is a 89. The segment got us a 91. Kurt Angle had a 92. John Cena had a 96. The resolution advanced and gained heat. The match suffered because of lack of selling. The match suffered also because of lack of psychology. Even though I'm pretty sure Kurt Angle is like off the charts with it. On commentary, Jonathan Coachman sucked, and the match got the crowd buzzing. So let's hope we could get a good rating out of this. Got us an 84. That is fantastic. So it increased our popularity in 28 regions. We were restricted in 1 US, 6 British, 1 Japanese, and 1 Oceanic. So that's not too bad. So let's check out everything else. The financial report, we made $206,822 off of that. So that's not too bad. Let's check out the pop. Not so bad, not so bad. Okay. And that is our first Monday Night Raw. We will be back with our first episode of SmackDown